cleaning the part of the tomato that has the dirt in it, because dirt sometimes is dirty, sometimes it's clean. Dirt can be clean and it can be dirty. So I always want to get the little thing out of there so you don't have any dirty dirt. Clean dirt is okay. And these are the tomatoes. Just pop that out. Oh, look at that. I'll use 4, and then we're ready to go. I'm ready to intro. Okay? Put these over here now. Right out of the way. Kind of slice stuff up, put it in there, and then we'll move to the pan, all right? Hello everyone, my name is Billy. I'm known for my bass playing, but I also like to cook and eat very hot, spicy food. So today, some of my friends came over with some video cameras. They wanted to videotape me making something hot and spicy, so I thought, make a chicken vindaloo. Now it's an Indian dish. I don't make it exactly from scratch, but I do it by combining what's already there with some of my own things in there to make it my own. So actually when I got my very first bass, my old Fender bass, it was just a regular Fender bass, and right away I started adding things to it, chopping holes and adding pickups and switches and knobs. So pretty much that's the same thing I do here. I start out with this stuff here. It's basically the main ingredient. It's a Patak's vindaloo paste. Now, that's what I mean. You could make it from scratch, but that's kind of a complicated thing, and we don't have all that much time. It's got a bunch of things in it: vegetable oil, cilantro, salt, tamarind water, I don't know what that is, cumin, turmeric, chili powder, ground ginger, garlic powder, maize flour, I think that's corn flour, spices, acetic acid, citric acid, and lactic acid. Lots of acid because acid is hot and this is hot. So it's pretty spicy. So we're going to combine some things here and make this even better. So here's what I'm going to do. First thing I'm going to start off, I'm going to have to chop some things up. I've got some tomatoes here. Of course, I've got some jalapenos. Living in Los Angeles, we get great peppers because there's so many Mexican folks here, and they love spicy food, so we always have fresh, hot jalapenos. But even hotter than that, we've got the habaneros. Now these boys are dangerous. Jalapeno most people can handle, but habanero, it's off the scale. The only thing I know that might be hotter is a pepper called the Scotch bonnet, but there's a lot of controversy about that anyway. And then here's our chicken here. We're going to slice that up and throw it in the pan over there. So let me see. I'll start out by making myself some room. I'll cut up some. You got to watch it when you're cutting peppers because you're going to get the stuff on your fingers. And later on, if you touch your eye, or if you happen to go to the bathroom and touch some part that you shouldn't be touching with hot pepper stuff on there, you'll know very, very soon what pain is all about. So I'll take the tops off these habaneros, just the stems, to start with. Get rid of those. Again, I got to remember I touch these, so I can't touch my eye or anything from this point on. And I'll just slice them up into pretty small pieces here so we can get them into the vindaloo sauce, and they'll break down and spread their vicious heat throughout the entire dish. So I usually when I'm home alone hanging out here, I use paper plates to cut on because they're easy to cut on. You can just throw them out and you're done. It's an easy cleanup. And gotta watch that nothing hits you in the eye from this thing, because boy, you'll be in big trouble. Then I'll put those aside. Let's move over to the jalapenos. I'll pop the stems off of these. Pretty easy. I'm using a lot of them here, so this is going to be really, really hot vindaloo. Really hot. Most people probably couldn't take it. But I've been a heat freak my whole life, which is odd because I'm Irish, and the Irish aren't known for their spicy food. But my mom made incredible, great spicy food. She made an incredible chili. She actually, way back in Buffalo, before Mexican food, before there was Taco Bell or any drive-through popular Mexican stuff, all we had was hamburger stands and hot dog stands, or maybe pizza was just coming into vogue when I was very young. And but my mom actually made some Mexican food. She found some tortillas in a can. They don't sell them in a can anymore. And did some ground beef, some chopped up onions, and made some great tortillas. That was back in the 60s, before anyone really knew what they even were. But we were lucky in Buffalo to have one Mexican restaurant called Prospector Pete's. My dad took me there. And they had some hot food, and that's where I discovered how much I loved hot food. So I'm just hacking away at these. You can be, some people are better slicer and dicers than I am, that's for damn sure. I just kind of hack away. That way it's obviously homemade and not from a can. I'm hacking away here. I'm going to have all these peppers cut up in one plate here. And I leave the seeds in and all the stuff in. I don't get clean about it at all. You know, I just kind of, there it is, a whole bunch of, that's a lot of heat. Jalapenos and habaneros. Then I'll dice up these tomatoes, so that's pretty easy. Let me see how I'm going to do this. My knife isn't, I got to get some better knives. They're not that sharp. So we'll just do a little slice and dice there. Press the thing. This just gives it a lot more body and a lot more stuff in there when you're cooking the vindaloo down. The tomatoes break down into kind of a sauce. And again, I don't do any kind of a real uniform dicing or slicing. I just kind of get it hacked up into pieces small enough that it's going to work. Much like I run most of my career and playing. But anyway. So these are the tomatoes here. I'll get these done out of the way, and then I'll start on the onion, which I hope I don't have to cry over it, because it's going to be a nice spicy, big giant white onion I got here. That I'll be doing next. Slice these up. Then all this is going to go in a frying pan. We're going to start it. We'll saute the onions first because they take a little bit more to cook. Everything else will cook pretty easy. Then I'll put in the peppers. And I always do it in the exact right order either. Sometimes I do it the meat first and then put the other stuff in. So I should probably write down what I do, because when I get a good one and I don't remember how I did it, I never get to duplicate it again. So maybe I'll write it down this time. Or I'll have it on video. Perfect.